Welcome to this week's pack update. It's been a few weeks since we last posted an update, and the reason for that is because we've been pretty busy with our facilities around here. We've actually done some staining on the building, so the wolves were in holding during that time. Here you can see them in the east side pond in our retirement area, which we also kind of use as a holding space. But here is a view of what the wolf side looked like before the staining. You can see that it's pretty rough around the edges, and then here is the after image. So the stainers did a really great job both on the wolf side and in the main entrance of the building, the main area where the visitors can see as well. They did a fabulous job about keeping everything safe for the wolves. And kind of keep the wolves busy, we did hand out quite a bit of distractions while they were in holding. So here you can see them taking some marrow bones. We thankfully didn't have to drug or sedate any of the wolves during their time in holding. We just kept them busy with a lot of really fun distractions, and then also had a human presence in there the entire time so that we could monitor how they were doing. If it seemed like they were starting to get a little bit more anxious, or if the noise was starting to pick up over during the staining project, then we could offer some more distractions or play a little bit of music for them. Turns out wolves really enjoy Tracy Chapman, so that was one of our secret weapons to kind of get everyone just to focus on something else other than the staining. But overall, they did a fantastic job. We were really impressed with how calm and relaxed they seemed, especially towards the end of the day when things kind of mellowed out. There's Kaz and Grayson laying on top of the East retirement den. Definitely enjoying some of the cooler weather that we happen to have during this work as well. And here's Rike and Grayson also utilizing that den. It seemed like that was kind of a popular spot due to the elevated vantage point for everybody. But of course, the work did not end there. We also had some roof work done. Thankfully, the majority of this work we were able to do with the wolves still in the exhibit. There was one day of demolition that we had to lock the wolves off, and then kind of the next morning as well, while they wrapped things up, just to make sure that the wolves were not getting into anything that they shouldn't have, like shingles or nails or bits of plastic that were kind of flying around like snow. They did very well in holding. It was a little bit more stressful just because of the added noise of the demolition, but overall, everyone still did really, really well. So we're really thankful that these guys are so well socialized and willing to sit in holding during times like this. We thankfully were able to have the wolves in the enclosure while doing most of the roof work, but as you can see, it can be pretty messy. So we had wolf care staff in there the entire time so that we could pick up any plastic or shingle bits that would fall into the enclosure, just to make sure that the wolves didn't get anything that they shouldn't. We also had some magnets that we walked around with to pick up any nails or screws that would fall in. The wolves hung back in the woods for most of the day, but Blackstone did a really good job at being our supervisor. He had kind of the least amount of fear when it came to the roof work and was seen up at the front for most of the time while they were there. We still have a few things to kind of wrap up on the roof work this coming week, but the majority of it is over with. And thankfully the wolves can kind of get back to their normal routine. I want to thank all of the wolf care staff and all of our other team members that helped out during this project. I know the days were very long for everybody, so a big shout out to all of their dedication and their commitment in making sure that the wolves were able to be safe and comfortable during all of the work being done. The last thing I wanted to mention is that next week is Wolf Awareness Week. It goes from October 20th to the 26th, and you can find some more information about Wolf Awareness Week on the Timberwolf Alliance website. We will be celebrating Wolf Awareness Week here at the International Wolf Center with a meat stuffed pumpkin enrichment for our ambassador wolves on October 26th at noon Central Time. If you'd like to watch in person, the fall colors are beautiful right now. We also have our live webcams that you can see this enrichment from as well. Thank you so much for your support, and we look forward to seeing you next time.